Hey y'all, wanted to share an incident with y'all that happened to me tonight. I usually don't post stuff, on social media like that, but I felt the need to share this experience with everybody because I plan to try to seek justice and make sure that doesn't happen to anybody else. Um, Briefly, in summary, I'll explain what happened tonight. I was in Portland, first time here, booked a hotel room, came down to see the Travis Scott show, and I was racially profiled and treated unfairly, and for no other reason other than, from my point of view, it had to be my race because there were other patrons in the lobby at the time, and none of them were questioned about if they were staying there at the hotel or not, but I was. So briefly, what happened was I took a phone call, took the lift from the concert venue back to my hotel, and I had a phone call from my mom. My mom lives on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, so it was pretty late at night, so I knew it was something important. My phone was dying, and I really wanted to know what was going on, so I took the phone call down in the lobby. I moved away from the other parts of the lobby where other people were because I wanted some privacy. I wanted to be able to hear her. So there were a lot of people in the lobby at that time, just kind of, relaxing, chilling, talking, having drinks, doing all sorts of things. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was staying at the DoubleTree Hilton in Portland, Oregon. Want to put that out there, but you'll see in the video as well. But essentially, I was down there talking to my mom on the phone, and she heard the whole entire thing. Like, I kept her on the phone up until where you guys see the video. So, I was sitting there talking to her, and for about maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and it seems like it was almost as soon as I sat down, the security cop, white older male, approached me while I was on the phone, interrupted me and said, "Are you staying here?" And I looked at him. I said, "Yeah." And then he proceeds to say, "Well, what room are you staying in?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm having a conversation right now. Can you leave me alone right now? I'm trying to handle some business really quick." And he stands there, doesn't move, continues to question me and says that he's going to call the cops. I said, "For what?" And he says to me that you're trespassing and you are about to be kicked out because you're not complying with what I'm asking you. And I'm saying to myself, what am I doing that's bothering this man? I'm in a private area away from the rest of the hotel. I'm taking a phone call. Hadn't even been at the hotel that long. I checked in around maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then I went to go get dinner before the show, and I hadn't been there since. So, I'm just irritated at this point, trying to figure out why this man is bothering me. And he proceeds to call the cops on me for no reason, none, other than that I was sitting in the lobby minding my business, taking a phone call. The cops show up and essentially tell me that I'm being escorted out if I have property at the hotel, that I can go upstairs and retrieve it, but that I need to leave. And I said, on what basis? And, they explained to me that because they're, I guess, a non-influential party, that they just respond. And because this is a private run business or company, they have the opportunity to say I'm trespassing. And if I don't leave, I'll be arrested. So not to make a bad situation worse, I listened. I let them know that I wasn't happy with it, and I would be following up and talking to corporate about it because it wasn't right. And, this guy, there were several white patrons within that hotel that he never questioned, never went up to or asked if they were staying at the hotel. I guess because I was dressed, kind of casual tonight, and I had on sneakers and jeans and a hoodie, that he profiled me, and he thought that I couldn't afford to stay there. And he questioned me, thinking that I was not a legitimate, patron at the hotel. And yeah, so I got kicked out a little close to midnight. It was crazy. I had to call my wife. My mom was on the phone, listening to the whole entire thing. My wife is on the phone. I had to call her, let her know what happened, because I wanted to make sure that somebody heard the other end of the conversation. So, she was on the phone when I was outside talking to the cops after the video ran. And of course, my phone had died, so I had to go upstairs. While I was packing up my bags, I charged my phone to get a little bit more juice. So yeah, I've checked in a new hotel. I'm at the Sheraton right now. Really nice accommodations and near the airport. And it just goes to show you that racism is still alive and well, man. It's sad that people have to go through these things, and I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the first, and I'm not the last, but I will not stand for injustice. And it's one of the things that I'm really passionate about, because judging someone based off of the color of their skin, you never know how it feels until you've actually been there. And that happened for me tonight. This isn't the first time, but this is a real incident where I could have went to jail had I responded a different way, because I was talking on the phone in the lobby. It's sad. Week before Christmas, not even a week, a couple days before Christmas, and this man made it his business to get me kicked out of my room when I wasn't making a disturbance to anybody. He even went so far to say that he's there to protect the safety of the guests, as if I weren't a guest and I was causing a disturbance and I was a safety threat. How am I a safety threat? I showed him my room key. I told him where I was staying. That wasn't enough for him. He was upset at me because I told him to leave me alone after he kept questioning me. When I gave him the answer to the questions that he asked, he kept on harassing me while I'm on the phone, handling a personal phone call in the lobby of the hotel that I'm staying at. Since when is that illegal? When is that illegal? So I want y'all to watch this video, post it, share it, tag Hilton, tag everybody, because I'm not going to stop until somebody hears me from that company, because this is not how you should be doing business, man. It's not right.